guys, how are we doing? I trust we're good. So today I'm here to actually give you guys gist. Today's one is a gist session. I just want to gist you guys on how I moved past the heartbreak. I'm sure we've all been through a heartbreak, sometime in our lives. And mine is just a very funny situation because I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's better. It's better. Okay. So mine is just a very funny situation because this guy that broke my heart, I wasn't even dating him, we're not even in a relationship. I got my heart broken February 2015. Yeah, a little bit after Valentine's Day. And like I said, the funniest thing about my heartbreak is that my heart was broken by someone that was not even my boyfriend, but we were in what I call a friend relationship. Some people call it a situationship, and so we were friends that were acting as if we're in a relationship, but our friendship wasn't defined, but we're doing things, that we were not supposed to be doing, and I would say he kind of led me on. Because he said some things, he made some statements, some affirmations, and it made me feel like, okay, yeah, this is it. But I've come to realize, ladies, now learn, listen, never make assumptions, do not assume. Even if a guy tells you that I like you, I want to be with you, I wouldn't mind spending, let him say all that. Do not assume or conclude because he says, oh, I like you, I would love to be with you, do not assume that, okay, you are now the person's girlfriend, or partner. No, never make such assumptions. If the friendship or if the relationship or whatever it is, if it is not defined, then don't make assumptions. If it doesn't ask you out, some people say, okay, well, like my very first relationship, funny enough, my boyfriend never asked me out. My ex didn't ask me out, and we dated for 6 years. But he didn't say, Moji, be my girlfriend, which is very funny. We actually just grew into it, and we started calling ourselves boyfriend and girlfriend. We were together for 6 years. But yeah, he was my first. I don't know if I've ever fallen in love, but he was my first boyfriend. I would say it was my first love. Anyways, that aside, yeah, so I know for some people, you guys just blend, you just go into it. But if the friendship is not defined, if you guys do not define what is happening between you, don't make assumptions, because that was what I did, and so I got my heart broken. It was really hard. I tried to move on, I couldn't, and after a while, my heartbreak, it began to turn to hate, and I began to hate this person. Though I hated him, I was still stalk him on, because at this time I deleted all these pictures from my phone, from cloud, I deleted everything I had about him, and but I was still stalk him on. I don't use the word stalk because I'm not a stalker. I was still check him out on social media, just fantasize, reminisce, miss him, at the same time I was so mad, so angry at him, for what he did, to me. And my heart now got broken twice by him when I found out that he started dating someone shortly after. It was just a messy situation I was in, really, and it was hard. With all honesty, it took me a year to move on. It took me a year. Yeah, it took me a year to move past him, and I want to believe it was God that helped me let go, forgive, and move on. And I'm going to be talking about forgiveness, forgiving someone that broke your heart. I know it's hard. I know, at this point, I was wishing so many evil things would happen to him. I was wishing him bad. I'm like, God, pay back. He has to, you have to deal with him, Father. You guys deal with him. He broke my heart. He messed me up. He led me on, Lord. Well, fine. The Bible, it's not the Bible. It takes two to tango, yeah, but anyways, that aside. So yeah, and I was just in that space, And I remember one night, so I think I studied my Bible this day, and that's how I was praying. I think what I studied on was on forgiveness, and all that. And I know that while I was sleeping, in my sleep, I heard in my spirit that Moji is still holding some people in unforgiveness, and God started to drop their names. Was it while I was sleeping or while I was praying? I think it was while I was praying. It was while I was praying, and God started to drop their names, and God dropped his name. So I'm like, God, why now? I've let go. I've moved on now. Like, hello. And I had pray for them. I'm like, hell no. No way I'm praying. No way. No, I'm not praying for him. Lord, no. But as the good child that I am, oh gosh, it was so hard. I began to pray for him. I can't remember what I prayed. And it wasn't a prayer of, oh God, punish him for breaking my heart, Lord. He did this. No. It was a genuine prayer, Lord. It was a prayer of mercy. It was a prayer of blessing, I think. And I just asked God to help my heart, and to help me, forgive him and to let go. And I just prayed for him. I think I also prayed in tongues, for him. Because with all sincerity, I didn't even know exactly what to pray for, But the Bible says that we should pray for those who hurt us, The Bible says we should love our enemies, It says we should pray for those who persecute us. And that's the life you've been called to. I know it's hard. I know sometimes you're like, no way, the person did this. Like, my heart was shattered. Because honestly, my heart was first broken. Then some months after, when I saw the picture of the other lady, just like a month or so after this happened, I'm like, so what was I then? Like, because it then occurred to me that even while we were together, this girl was already in the picture, and it was just so messy, and I'm like, so at that point, my heart was now shattered. Like, the broken pieces were now broken further, and it just took a lot, and I remember that I prayed for him. And after I prayed for him, it wasn't magic, it wasn't immediately that my heart was healed, it still took a while. And I kept on praying for him, I kept on praying for myself, I kept on praying for my heart. And eventually I was able to let go and move on with my life. And the funniest thing is, I think later that year, I traveled to the States, to the US. And I know while I was there, we chatted a bit, because I think he found that I was in the US and he needed something. He needed me to help him bring some things to Nigeria. And I helped him, and I was fine. I was good, It was fine. And I was eventually able to move past the heartbreak, and I was thankful to God for that. And I'm like, no way, never again. That is never going to happen, and there were some things I learned, through this time. And like I said, never make assumptions, If a guy should tell you that he likes you, anybody can like you. I can tell you as a lady that I like you, but that doesn't mean anything. Never make assumptions. If a guy tells you he likes you, he wants to be with you, and he doesn't outrightly say what he wants, like he doesn't ask you out or anything, please, my dears, don't make assumptions. Because like I said, anybody can say they like you. I can tell you that I like you, or I'm interested in you, I'm interested in being your friend, so don't latch onto that. Don't latch onto that. Don't do what a partner is supposed to do with a friend, with someone that is just a friend. In fact, don't even do anything that Jesus will not approve of, even with your partner, even while you're in a relationship. I preach that a lot, but never make assumptions, ask questions, ask the right questions. After that incident, after my heartbreak, after moving on, I know that I did a series on lessons I learned from a friend relationship. So my YouTube channel, I think I would do it again. I'll speak to that again and share it here. But yeah, I just want to tell you that, look, no matter how hard it is, like I said, it took me 1 year to kind of like get over this guy. And it took me praying for him, and asking God to heal my heart, to help me forgive him, and to help me move on, and to help me see him and not be angry or hate him, So yeah, and I'm thankful to God for that. So I just thought I should share that. Or eventually you're watching, and you've been heartbroken, you can just go to God. You can pray for that person, and the Holy Spirit will help you forgive, heal, and move on. Thank you for listening to my, it's not a TED talk, but thank you for listening to my, I don't know if it was boring, but thank you for listening to my gist. Till we see again, bye and God bless.